If you were to give only one suggestion about time management, what would it be?
Well, as I've said, I think the key notion here is to forget about trying to get everything done. And that is at the beginning of every day. What I like to do is at the end of the day, write out a list of everything that needs to be done the next day. Then when I come into the office in the morning, I sit down and I prioritize exactly what needs to be done. And I focus on only the things that have an impact on my goals and what I'm trying to achieve. The other stuff I kind of let run. Now, it's important to realize that we have goals in many areas of our lives. It's not just business goals, but I mean, there's sometimes important health goals. So, for example, if you've got to go to the doctor, that might not get you closer to your next million, but if you don't do it, you might not ever reach your next million. So you've got to figure out, what your priority goals are. But my view then is to pick the most difficult, the most challenging of all those tasks and focus on that and get that done before you really go on to anything else. So I think it's Brian Tracy who's written a book called Eat That Frog. And his whole principle is around figure out what that frog is. It's an unpleasant task, but once you've eaten it, everything else seems pretty easy afterwards. And that's the one suggestion I would make, is get the most difficult, most challenging task out of the way at the beginning of the day, and then everything else seems to fall into place after that. And by the way, if you don't get anything else done, you've still achieved the most important thing. So if you only get one thing done, you're better off than if you've done half a dozen little unimportant things.